Can never be surprised enough.
Um, Anyway, it's been a little while, everyone. How are we all doing? I know I've been sick recently, um, but now I'm better. Um, how's everybody else's been the last few weeks? Start with Sam.
I'm good. I'm kind of a little bit getting sick too. I've been growing out this beard. I was gonna shave it today because I think it doesn't really look very good, and I've just been really lazy. But then I realized when I went to turn on my clippers that they're broken. So I guess
Oh,
I'm gonna shave tomorrow.
There you
uh,
go.
plus it's starting to be
so
summer, right? So you don't need all of that.
Honestly, yeah. I If I could
It's
grow out like a more actual beard, I would like consider it, but it just like doesn't really fill in that well. So that's just
it's
yeah.
like your beard is like a heatsink for your CPU. Think of it that way.
Is that what it's
No.
Yep, that's totally how it works. That's why we have
Uh,
hair too.
I don't have a
Because you
beard,
think a
so
lot
I
and your
can't
head gets hot.
I can't tell you.
um
I don't have hair,
well,
so I can't tell you.
oh, as I told I talked about this on the last stream I was on because it's really the only thing I have going on is this Farvarota roleplay stuff that I've just been being consumed my entire life by. Um, but it's fun. Um, my faction got absolutely fucking destroyed in the first turn. It was so bad.
It was impressively bad.
So we were already in a pretty bad spot, and then literally every roll that could have possibly gone against us to make things worse did in the most spectacular fashion possible. Um, but it was a lot of fun, like coming up with cool reasons for all of that stuff and like how all that happened. I did a whole thing where my character's son got murdered by one of the pirates, and so now I have an arch nemesis to chase around the sector.
Oh my.
So yeah, it's been good. I've been having a good time. Other than that, I'm Sam, by the way. I didn't introduce myself. Twitch.tv/wasn'tfool, Twitter at @theWasn'tfool. Very good at branding. I play in games and stuff. Um, that's my intro, I think. I
That was
think that's what I got.
that was a good intro. That was a good intro. Well, since Golden seems to be busy, let's go over to Adam.
Hi, Yi. How have I been? I've been doing pretty good.
I heard you've been doing
Um,
art.
yep, um I've been doing like a bunch of different art all over the place. I'm trying to get better at like actually drawing instead of using Adobe Illustrator just all the time for everything because Photoshop in this year's version finally has like the brush smoothing thing where if you draw a line that's like all squiggly and stuff, it just goes straight instead, and it's wonderful. Normally, you had to buy plugins for that. Not anymore. Now it's in Photoshop for real, so I have no more excuses to not learn to draw in Photoshop. So that's what I've been doing. Other than that, I also am getting close to a playtestable version of Mortally Bankrupt again. I compiled a list of things that were wrong with the sheets, and there were 68 problems. And I did that 5 days ago, and now I have I think 29 problems left to solve.
That's
So
that's impressive. Congratulations.
yeah, they're not all big problems. A lot of them are like little tiny problems, like this thing's too far over, and the way to fix that is just like deleting 5 letters, and then you're done. So those ones are easy, but then there are other ones that are like, hey, this thing has no writing on it, and you've never written anything on it before that you can copy paste in there. And then I'm like, can we delay that any longer? Nope. Okay, that's fine. But that's good because I am fucking ready to playtest that game because I'm just with it all the time and love it. But just to have to.
Good. I'm glad.
Hmm.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you've been very productive, which is great.
Yeah,
Love hearing that.
that has been great.
And at an angle here, Golden, how have you been?
I've been busy. I started a new job. I got promoted like 2 weeks in. Now I'm doing proofreading, which is basically like the more nitpicky you are, the better you are at it. So I'm like the best there's ever been, just straight up.
Great.
So yeah, I doing great at work. I'm tired when I get home, but that's just how it is. But it's like really fulfilling work. Like I've already saved the company like I think $15,000.
Wow. That's great.
I mean I'm just making up a number here, but
I mean, I don't know that.
numbers
I don't know how accurate that number is. It sounds impressive.
nobody does. That sounds impressive. I like that number. Um, I'm also we started playing Stars Without Number,
That's a good
and
game.
it's pretty good. In fact, it's doing so good I finally made it to affiliate on Twitch.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I'm waiting for my first emote to get approved. It's going to be a burning wheel emote.
Nice.
Um,
I have to go
but
over
I
and
guess-
sub to you so that I can get that.
I don't know how long it will take to get approved. So
It took mine about 2 weeks.
wow, that's really a long time.
Yeah, it felt like forever, let me tell you.
So I guess I should add more than one emote at a time then, instead of just waiting. I have to
Well,
think out more emotes. I thought about just having a giant golden H, because I mean that's kind of my thing. I'm not sure what the third one should be. Maybe like a cockatiel, because I got a bird.
Burb.
Whenever it squeaks, you can pay $25 to make a bird.
Yes.
Seems like a good idea to me.
I mean, I only put something at the $25 level so that I could display a knitting octopus at my leisure, especially on Discord.
I mean, I kind of tempted just to steal your knitting octopus so I can also have access to it. But I think that's against Twitch's terms of service.
I'm pretty sure.
So I'll just have to find $25.
I think that's the only. I think that's the only cure.
It's the only real option, right?
I think so. I think so.
It's a pretty good octopus.
I
Weren't you knitting something else too?
I
Weren't you knitting something new?
recently knit a snake.
Oh, a snake. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
also a dice bag. You put the dice in here.
Steppy.
Yeah.
Are there snakes?
I've made
Wait.
a pair of them in alternating colors.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Twitch ones. Is there no default Twitch snake? It's like a
I don't
tragedy.
know.
It's a tragedy.
It is a tragedy for sure. For sure.
Oh well.
I've recently started knitting. Well, actually, I picked up a knitting project that I had just sitting on a pair of needles in one of my knitting bags that I had put aside after I just started it. And so I picked it up and started working on that again. So one day I'll have a blanket.
Oh,
I have this much started of it.
Ah, it's so cute.
Sweet. It's like a baby blanket.
It's kind of like a baby blanket, but it's more like gonna be a I'm gonna be using it like a throw on my couch.
Yeah.
I've got this blue, and then I've got a very light green, and I'm gonna alternate it, so it's gonna have mostly blue, and then a small light green stripe, and then back to blue again, and then the stripe, and then blue.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super cute when it's done, but it's gonna take
So-
forever.
Are you part of like the blue is only for boy babies group?
What? No,
Okay.
no.
Because I'm not part of that group, but I think it's really weird.
I agree. It is weird.
Yeah.
Blue is like the most ubiquitous color. How could you
Right?
remove all
Yeah.
of blue from your wardrobe? That sounds absolutely
Like-
impossible.
Like, since when did girls not get blue? I'm like,
It's dumb.
blue
That's
looks
dumb.
good for both. Like, not
In
both.
fact,
Every gender.
There you go.
when
Yeah.
I was young, I used to play a game called Pets, and to tell you the gender of like the dog or the cat, there would be like a pink dog or a pink cat and a blue dog and a pink cat, or a blue dog or a blue cat. And I was like, all right, so the blue one is the girl, right? No,
Right.
no,
Because red is
Right.
a boy's color.
exactly.
Yeah, it's true. Awesome.
Fucked up.
Anyway, one of these days, I'll become the universe ruler, and I'm going to abolish all gender colors.
Yes.
So vote for me next universe election. My platform.
I'm always up on those universal elections.
I missed the last vote. I feel like a total asshole.
Well, you should have went to like the local, zoning board that was on display for like 3 years. Well, 3 Earth years anyway.
Right, exactly.
He says so pretentiously.
I mean, is there any other way to do it, really?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Gotta have that dry, sarcastic British humor sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we're ready to go. We're gonna be playing some Burning Wheel. If you're not familiar with this game, it is fairly crunchy, but a lot of fun, and it really pushes you to fail forward, and you're gonna fail a lot, and we all fail a lot.
Except me, 'cause I'm great.
You're just really good at rolling dice. That's all there is to it, Sam.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our characters really quickly, because with Burning Wheel, your character is really driven by your beliefs and instincts, and so we're gonna go over those real quick so that everyone can know a little bit about these characters. So I'm gonna start playing. I'm playing Ashlyn, and she is a farmer, as well as the prophet of the harvest goddess. Her beliefs are, with Estevan gone, who will tend to his animals? I'll find homes for them, even if they must be split amongst the townsfolk. They're currently just all kind of living at the manor, and that's really not a good solution. So I'm going to take it upon myself to kind of help out those poor animals. Second belief is, I am one of the best equipped adventurers and should lead the dungeon dives of the festival of Season Stuck. Yes, that's it. Which we'll get into in a second. It's a major plot point, so. And finally, with autumn in full swing for far too many months, I need to make sure that I bless the crops of the town, because that was one that I didn't really get around to last time when we had a sort of short session, but that's okay. My instincts are always pick wildflowers or berries, always wake up at 6 a.m. sharp and never stay up past 2 a.m. in the morning, and the one that has gotten me in the most trouble, always presume the best of people. Let's talk about Ned.
Ned. Oh, sweet Ned. Ned believes that old bastard, Pappy Robbins, will know how to end this blasted summer. I'll go drag him out of whatever hole he's hiding in and make him do something about it. Belief 2. My train needs to run. Belief 3. Time to get to work on the first true batch of Drunken Monkey whiskey. Belief 4. I will help Donna with her herbs. Instincts haven't changed, and the traits haven't changed.
You want to go over your instincts real quickly,
Oh, yeah.
in case anyone's watching for the first time.
Measure twice, cut once. In other words, always take my time. Anger leads to hate. In other words, never let my anger get the better of me. And always make time to practice my brewing.
Awesome. We'll go over traits later. They'll be obvious, more or less. And let's hear about Dr. Donna. So she's new ish to the PC spotlight. Let's hear about her beliefs and instincts.
Yeah, she's been the town doctor for pretty much the whole game. I can't remember if we like introduced her in like episode 2 or 3 or something, or if it was just straight up in episode 1. But
It was
she's
pretty
been
early
around.
on.
Yeah, exactly. But now, I named her way back when, and now I get to have her as a PC, and that's really fun. Her beliefs are: Esteban ruined my herb garden before he disappeared. I'll have to find a nursery to recover the herbs that were destroyed. Her second belief is: Ned's concoctions have piqued my interest. I don't think it's best that I pick up a drinking habit, but perhaps a moderate amount for experimentation and an evening's consumption wouldn't hurt. And my third belief is: I have a grievance to file with the mayor's office about the ritualistic spontaneity about the Season Stuck Festival. I only demand 3 weeks, 3 days notice, and everyone in Stockchester will be better for it, I am sure. And her instincts are: never cause pain, alarm, or discomfort. When someone needs medical attention, I'm always at my office. And always start the day with 3 eggs, 2 pieces of buttered toast, and a cup of coffee at the Weathercroft Diner.
I really love how specific that is.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a very balanced breakfast.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so that brings us over to our lovely GM, Golden. Where do we find ourselves?
Yeah, so y'all was on a boat. Do you remember that?
What?
You don't remember the boat? The pirate wolves?
Oh, right. I totally 100% forgot about that.
Okay, well, I guess you're not on the boat anymore.
It's okay.
So the real question is, do we want Ned to be on the boat full of pirate wolves?
What?
So last session, Dr. Donna was trying to help the whalers. One of them had a harpoon in their leg, and one thing led to another, and finally Ashlyn failed a roll that she tried to use Curse of the Night Wolf on, and the wolves got control of the pirates and the whalers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ned used to be a whaler before he took a harpoon to the knee. But I mean, sure. I guess if that's where the action is, I guess I'll be there. I mean, actually, I mean, it depends. Like, do we want to like push forward like heavily with this scene? Because I'm happy to sit out for like the first little bit if you guys want to wrap up what you were doing. But if we want,
well, they were going to confront the winter, but no one wrote beliefs about that, so I guess we can just skip right past all that and get to the stuff that matters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up for whatever. I think sounds like something interesting to resolve, but if no one wrote beliefs about it, it sounds like no one cares.
Yeah, no one really cares. So yeah, that happens. And they come back to town, and
I mean, I presume the best of people, even when they're werewolves, they're probably good guys, right?
Yeah, it's like there's this whole scene where you guys go to Winter and you talk to her for a bit, and she's like, "Nah, I don't care if it's autumn forever," and you guys go home.
Yeah, I mean, have you played Monster Prom? Werewolves are great.
Yeah. So the werewolf pirates whalers take you guys back to town and drop you off, and they seem very happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, who wants to tackle a belief first? I feel like I'm most interested to see what Ned's grandfather's like.
Yeah, let's see that.
How about you guys?
Some
Do you have
Pappy
any
Rollins
leads? Do you have any leads, Ned?
Well, here's what you gotta understand about old Pappy Rollins. You know, he's the one who taught Ned most of his woodcraft. Um, he's a wizened old man who's just grumpy and grouchy, and he's one of those old people who's gotten smaller and just condensed anger, just wiry condensed ball of anger and hatred as he's grown older.
Just like a tiny Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, yeah, and he's basic, yeah, exactly. And I think he basically has gotten to the point where he just kind of hates everyone, and so what he does is he basically is just like a wood nomad guy. He just kind of like wanders the woods, camps all the time, catches his food. You know, he'll usually set up a place to stay for the season. He'll stay for like a winter in a particular glade. Um, but he keeps to himself and he keeps moving because he doesn't like people. But here's the thing: there are two people or two creatures in this world that don't get along with anyone except each other. Jinx and Pappy Rollins.
Mm.
Ned doesn't know how, but Jinx always seems to be able to find the old man.
Okay. What motivates Jinx, though?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. The issue is getting Jinx to do anything when you want him to do it.
So I think we see Jinx and Ned like into town square, and Jinx is like he's stealing like little knickknacks from people and bring them to you and show them to you. So he's got like a stone hairpin, a button like a ladybug, um, like a silver doubloon, a claw from the lizard man, and what's up with the festival again? You got to make pies or something.
Yeah, you got to make tasty stuff.
Yeah, like he also has like a blueberry muffin. Looks delicious.
Good. So I need to convince this old monkey to do what I want. I don't think Ned like talks to Jinx. Doesn't really seem like his style because the whole reason why he likes having an animal as a companion is he doesn't have to talk to him. You know what I mean? So I think I'm trying to think of what he would do here.
I have a feeling like maybe like you stole something from Jinx, and whatever that thing is, whenever Jinx gets it, he wants to show it to your grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's what it is. Is okay. Here's what I'll do. I want to make some sort of wise test to establish as a fact that um, it, Jinx likes showing off the cool things he has to Pappy Rollins. So sometimes he'll disappear for like days at a time to like go hang out with old Grandpa Ned and just like do whatever the hell they do together.
I mean, could that be Harvest Valley wise?
I mean, I don't know, maybe like Rollins family wise.
Family secrets wise?
Family secrets wise actually fits pretty decently well here.
You know,
it's a weird use of it, but it does kind of fit. I think that's probably the closest we're gonna get out of the book skill. What do you think?
You got weird wises, man.
Dude, I have we counted last time. I have like 20 something skills I'm learning right now.
Do you have any wises? You actually do have family secrets wise. Wow.
Oh no, I added.
All right.
No. I was trying to add that to being learned.
I'm like, that's ridiculous, man. All right. Yeah, you can learn that one too. Now we're at what, 28?
Well, let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3 is 21, 22, 23, right? Yep.
All right.
Yep. All right. What's the ob looking like?
So I feel like failure looks like if you fail, you gotta give Jinx something of significant value to you.
Okay. I was planning on just making a carpentry roll, but if I fail, I gotta give him something for real. That seems good. Seems reasonable. Cool.
All right. So I'm thinking like, I'm trying to determine how specific this wise is, right? Hold on a second. Trying to look at the wise skill. No, that's probably not even the right. Ah, man, it's so hard to find things. Here we go. Oh. I think this is actually common knowledge about your family. If they know anything about your family, that is.
We've gotten to the point where like the Rollins family has like kind of become like semi-legendary as like kind of these like old weirdos that have just like are all this big family of weirdos that is kind of just around Harvest Valley. So
yeah, like you guys are like the most antisocial people in the entire town. It's kind of weird.
Right, we're like it's the only family that's like a large family that isn't all up in each other's business. So it's just like
right?
Those weirdos they don't do the thing.
They don't do the thing. They don't come to the parties, or when they do, they just like stand around and awkwardly. It's weird.
The only people in Harvest Valley who actually act the way normal people act with their neighbors.
Right?
Great, awesome, amazing.
Well, normally in this day and age.
One, then?
Well, I think it's still doubles, right? Because it's being learned.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ob's 1. Okay, you failed.
Wow, that's just a real bad roll. All right.
All right. So yeah, you gotta give him something like really valuable.
Ouch.
Do I have anything valuable?
I don't really know. Like the most valuable thing to you is your whiskey. Oh, it could be something to do with the trains.
So does it
Hmm.
have to be? Are we talking monetary value or sentimental value?
Sentimental value, I think.
Because I don't really have much.
And it could be monetary value too, because like Ned is very.
I mean,
But
let's.
like, what do you have that is actually worth something and not just potentially worth something?
Well, I could just roll a resources test if I need to like get something fancy. I guess maybe because like the only thing like
Do you have any tools?
yeah, but we've kind of established that Ned doesn't really care that much about his tools, right?
Sure.
They're just a means to an end.
I think
I'm
this is an interesting place to examine, like,
Yeah, like what
is
does Ned value?
That's what I'm
valuable
trying to
to
think is like
Ned?
I think Ned puts very little stock in physical possessions. You know, he makes so many of his things himself when he can.
Is there something
Um,
he was gifted by someone that maybe?
that's what I'm trying to decide. Maybe like what would why don't we say like his hunting bow? Because everything out like a lot of the other stuff I've had has gotten recycled because of like different random crap that's happened to us.
Yeah,
But I've had the bow throughout the whole thing.
that's
So I'm
true.
gonna say that it's his father's hunting bow.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Um
You know,
and
you can't just make a bow with carpentry, right? That's like a fletching skill or something.
I think it's like bowyer, I think is an actual skill.
Yeah.
Um because it isn't really carpentry. You
Right,
know,
it's not
like
furniture.
an English
Fletching is
longbow.
arrows, and bowing is its own thing.
Uh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. It's the his father's bow. Um, and also that will also cripple me a little bit mechanically because then I don't have a bow to make bows with.
Okay.
So yeah. So Ned is like trying to think of something good to give him, and he's just like, shoot, I just don't. So he just hands Jinx the bow, and it's like not strung, so it's just like kind of just this long piece of wood in the monkey's hands. It's like way bigger than he is. I think we see like Jinx hop up and down a couple times before like running off.
Yeah, I think she tries to string it first. See if you can string the bow.
I mean, there's no possible way.
If he rolls all
You know,
sixes,
I mean, I don't think
you
he's
don't think
physically
so?
capable. Like, he's not.
the draw weight of this bow would be 12 of this monkey.
And I'm just thinking of like being able to reach
Yeah, to reach
like,
up high enough to like pull it down and string it.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
we see him trying though, right? Like he's got
Okay.
his tail along one
Yeah.
end, and
And Ned is just wincing, like so convinced that this creature is gonna either kill itself or destroy the bow.
Mhm.
but eventually, like he just grabs it. I think he just grabs it by the bowstring, and then like we see the bow like clinking and bouncing off of things as he runs into the distance. But it's very
That's a
loud, so you can
failure.
follow it.
Yeah, I'll run after. I don't know if the rest are with me, but if they are, they're welcome to join.
If you mentioned this and that you were looking for a cure for the season, I think that Ashlyn would definitely go with you.
I would have told you.
Let me look at my instinct. Does someone need medical attention right now?
No.
No.
So you don't
Okay.
need to be at your office.
Exactly. So yeah, I'll probably come along because like I'm trying to chase Ned down so that I can set up a time for me to taste his whiskeys.
Yeah.
That sounds reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So y'all are following Jinx. Um, you know, it's really hard though because he's going like all these ways monkeys go.
Mm-hmm.
that people really have trouble. So we're gonna make a contested roll. He's gonna roll his agility, and he's gonna be at +1 obs because he's got that bull slowing him down.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can roll speed to like try and find a way around whatever obstacles.
Alrighty. So we got to go with slowest.
Are we
loudest.
each rolling speed, or is one of us like the lead on this?
So the rules for slowest loudest says that the person with the lowest exponent rolls and the others can help.
Gotcha. My exponent was 3.
Oh, mine is also 3. Okay, now I feel slightly better.
I got 5, so we're all right. I'm giving you 2 dice, so whoever wants to go can go, and then you're gonna get 3 extra dice.
I'll do it.
That's only 1 die worse than if I rolled and you guys helped, so it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll give me +3. I'm not going to spend any Artha on that, and I'll leave it at Ob 0 until we figure out what the other thing is. 2! Great.
Okay. Add the +1 obs on.
So that should have been an Ob of 3, right?
No.
Why no?
So yeah, you win. I was putting him against obs of 1. I guess you're right. I should have put it against it too. So yeah, you guys still win. So you guys managed to keep up. You can actually overtake Jinx if you want to, but like since the whole point is to follow him, I assume we don't do that.
No, we wouldn't do that.
So yeah, Jinx runs north. I feel like it's a map.
I feel like there's like this thing here where Jinx is able to hop from treetop to treetop, and the camera pans down, and there's just like a ravine there, and we're like, nope. And then we just like find a log bridge and have to like slowly go our way across log bridges because log bridges are terrible. I've been across one, and it's iffy. It's real.
Last time I was on a log bridge, it collapsed under me and threw me into a freezing stream in the middle of winter.
That's no good.
That was full of larvae. Yeah.
Kind of
so
larva.
Man, like 1/4 inch long. They look like submersible millipedes.
Gross.
Ugh.
It's pretty gross. And then I had to walk home barefoot in the ice for a mile.
Ooh.
So don't do it. It's just not worth it. So I think you guys, where's your characters? Here you guys are. So you're gonna be over here.
No.
What's wrong?
That's Ash. I actually
that's Ash.
didn't make.
Where's Ashlyn?
I put Ashlyn
where's
over
Dr.
there.
Donna?
It's Dr. Donna that's missing. I'm gonna add her right now. Just a second.
Dun dun dun. Anyway, you guys come up to the east edge of the Great Gullen Forest, and I think we get deeper and deeper into the forest. Maybe like an hour in, and Jinx runs into this gigantic tree. Like the base is maybe 5 times the width of the other trees. And we don't see him. I think actually, like, it's one of those trees like the roots have pulled themselves off the forest floor.
Yeah.
and he just like scurries underneath some of the roots into the darkness under the tree, and you can't see him anymore.
Gotcha.
Burn down the tree.
Okay,
I
make
mean,
a arson roll.
I'm already learning that.
No, no.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that he's there, living under the tree? Maybe there's another way inside.
If you wanna go in there, you can, but just as likely to get an arrow to the face or catch yourself in some sort of trap than anything else.
Well,
I say we try to smoke the old bastard out. Going in after him. He's
That's
gonna be
not very
packed in there
nice.
like a badger in a hole.
that's not very nice.
He's not very nice. Have you met him?
No. I haven't.
Well, look, there's a reason. If he was nice, think about all the issues we've had so far, Ashlyn. Do you think I would be coming here to get a favor from this person? Do you think I wouldn't have done that sooner if I liked this person?
Well, maybe it's because you're so mean sometimes, Ned. I'll give it a try.
I'm gonna like go and like knock on the tree.
Hello? Mr. Pappy Rollins? Are you down there?
You need a perception test.
Sure.
I think you're at obs 3.
Perception.
And Donna's like, well, worst case scenario, you'll be in my hands.
Actually, how much do I want to do this? Is it worth me spending Artha here? Never mind, I don't have any persona, so it doesn't matter. And I succeeded, so fantastic.
Yeah,
with
you
2
hear
6s.
like the knock on the tree, and you hear it like rustling inside. Like they both sound like the tree is hollow, and there's something moving around underneath the bark of the tree.
Is there like, if I like walk around the tree, can I see if there's some kind of like larger opening or like a door or something?
There's no door and no windows on the tree.
I can.
You do see like one knot that looks like it's been like filled with concrete or something. Yeah, there's a hole in the tree.
I'll go poke it.
It's solid.
Mr. Grandpappy Rollins, I can hear you moving around in there. I was just hoping to talk to you. My name is Ashlyn Mazai, and I'm a friend of your grandson's, and also, well, I don't know if this is important, but it is important to me, and it's kind of related to why we're here, and that's, I'm a prophet of the harvest goddess, and, please, I was just hoping to get some of your wisdom.
Unfortunately, I'm not even going to have you roll because you just can't hear you in there.
That's what I was about to ask. How hard of hearing is Grandpappy Rollins?
I mean,
We know.
So, smoke him out?
turn to Dr. Donna.
I don't think that's good for an old man. Doctor?
Absolutely not.
Look, if a little smoke could kill this old bastard, things would be a lot easier. I don't think I'm not entirely sure he can die.
I would be very interested if you didn't kill number one, your grandfather, and the grandfather of one of my love interests.
Does he know that?
Does Ned know that?
No,
But I'm dating Matilda.
But Ned is a very personal person who doesn't care at all
Exactly.
about the love lives of others.
Okay.
Does he even know who he's talking about? Probably not.
Doesn't know.
I'm just trying to state facts and also not cause pain, alarm, or discomfort.
So here's the thing. The way I see it is, we either smoke him out, or somebody's got to stick their head in there, and whoever sticks their head in there is just as likely to have. You may not have a face after.
Mm-hmm.
That's so unreasonable. I don't think anyone would be like that. I'm more than happy to go and
Oh, you're volunteer. All right.
I tried asking, but I'm not even sure he could hear me. I'll take a look inside. Follow Jinx.
Get down on into the mud and poke my head in the hole.
Excuse me? Hello?
See, stick your head underneath the tree. It's really dark.
In no way being secretive at all.
Yeah. Do you have like a light source or anything?
The last time I needed light when it was dark, I tapped into my Nightwolf powers to be able to see in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for me to do that again?
Okay.
I believe in that former case you had me roll observation. I don't know if that would be...
I can't recall if I made you expend your trade for that, though.
I don't think so.
I don't think you did. I think what happened was I failed the roll, and then I expended it anyway.
Okay, yeah, you can roll observation. I think I'm gonna have the obs be... Let's put it at 2.
2? Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see... yes. Can I fork in adventure-wise?
You have observation open already?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sweet. That's really the only thing that applies. I still don't have any Artha to spend. 2 for 2. Oh, I needed that fork too.
Mm-hmm.
I think your eyes like just start glowing in the dark.
Perfect.
And you can see that basically the whole stump of the tree has lifted off the ground, and it's just being held aloft by these really thick, gnarled roots. They're honestly like really hard for you to squeeze into. Like even if you were really skinny, bony, right? Like you have to like go in like this or like this. So which one is it?
I feel
Face
like
first or hands first?
I think it's hands first.
All right. So yeah, you get underneath there, and underneath, like the dirt feels like ash, like you're kind of like swimming through an old fire pit, and kind of like wet too, because of the humidity and the dew. So like I don't know if you ever like felt what like a day old campfire feels like, but it's pretty icky.
Yeah, I have felt that. It
And
is kind of icky.
yeah, so you're like squirming through this dirty ash, and there you look up into the bottom of the tree, and you see a trap door carved out of the bottom of the tree. And in this trap door are small slits you can stick your fingers into. Dozens of small slits.
Knock, knock, knock.
Excuse me.
Like a bunch of dust falls off the bottom of the tree into your face.
Hello?
That's someone like this is obviously stomping on the floor in your face.
Please. My name is Ashlyn Masai, and I'm a friend of your grandson's and a friend of Jinx. I was just hoping to talk to you.
You hear like a loud, angry chittering from a monkey, like he's denying something. And hear an old grumpy man.
I think that
go away.
I think that Ashlyn actually is like when Jinx is like denying that she's his friend. I think she like takes that really personally and like she starts to like kind of like sniffle a little bit like.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
It's like angry monkey chattering.
No, it's fine.
And I don't think she has the strength to crawl back out. She's gonna sit there and cry for a little while.
I think you hear someone say "go away," and then like stomping, going further up the tree away from you.
Okay. I mean, Ashlyn's crying. Like
Does she have any real friends here in the
underneath
scene?
the chair. Does Dr. Donna or Ned have anything to say about this?
I'm going down there because I want to bring up my live trait. So like you had to like squish down to get past the roots, and Dr. Donna's just like sit down so that my legs are dangling down, and I just
hear
in one
you
go.
crying down there. Yeah, I guess I'll go down there because I'm like 90% sure that he shot you or something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, did that old bastard shoot you? I'm gonna kill him.
He wasn't my friend.
I'm sorry?
Jinx said he wasn't my friend.
Yeah, he sucks. He's no one's friend. Except the old man, who also sucks and is no one's friend. It's kind of their whole thing.
Donna is trying to be like one of those curtains in like a doctor's office that separates different beds, and just trying to like filter sound with like her own clothing, just like trying to separate Ned from you, and just be like, "Oh, come on, Ashlyn," and just like completely consoling you through everything, and just they're there and stuff like that.
I think he went further up the tree. I wonder if there's another exit that's higher up.
Just out of curiosity, are either one of you two going to try the trapdoor? Because Ashlyn's not going to do it. She's too polite. Oh gosh, but also
Ned's still pretty sure that if he does, he's gonna get shot.
Oh, but also like at the same time, I feel like I feel like the in the spirit of what the games that this is based off of, like just walking to people's houses is like a thing, but I also feel like at this point there's the little like not available, like it's not
Yes.
locked or anything, you know. It's just
You aren't
not
good enough friends with Pappy Rollins.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. So
I think in the spirit of the game, I prefer preserving the spirit of the game more than I care about resolving this relationship. But
okay.
this is Ned's thing.
So I think it would be Ned who has to.
Ned is gonna check to make sure that this trapdoor isn't booby trapped.
How?
Also, like, how are you guys seeing down here? I'm just curious. Super. Like, are you just seeing by the glow of Ashlyn's eyes?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're actually glowing.
Yeah, no, like they're literally glowing.
I'm just gonna.
Had Ned seen that before, right? Wasn't Ned there the last time that she used this trick?
I think so, yeah.
But I think this is new for Dr. Donna. What does she think?
It doesn't look very healthy. It's probably cursed or something. You're not really sure.
It's pretty much cursed.
Yeah. No. I think she has seen this sort of thing before, but in Esteban when Esteban had the same trait.
Before she cured him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think she's putting pieces together and is still just emotionally like consoling you and making sure you're okay.
Okay.
But making connections for sure. And like there's some hesitation that I think you could pick up on her putting the pieces together.
I think that I think Ashlyn is too heartbroken to be paying attention to that right now.
For sure.
So yeah, how's Ned checking for traps?
Well, I mean, I honestly don't know because I don't know how people do that in real life.
All right.
But I assume, like, I guess, like, how would they? They would probably have like some sort of tripwire or something if the trapdoor.
Yeah.
So like,
Well,
he'd probably check for like the line.
Do you have like observation?
No, but I'm learning it.
Let me look at what skills you have.
I'm learning all of the things. I mean, observation
Also,
sounds like the right skill, so I'm happy to roll it because I'm close to learning it.
Do you need more light in here than just the glow of Ashlyn's eyes when she's...
He definitely needs more light.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you need just like a tiny fire for some light, Donna actually has fire building. Because she uses it for like chemistry and stuff.
It's up to you guys.
We wind up smoking him out anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm checking for traps. I don't know what Donna's doing, but that's what I'm doing.
You can use observation, but you will take a penalty for it being dark.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
I would love to make a fire because I feel like Donna just is like good at multitasking, and she would be like starting to console Ashlyn from a distance while she's starting to like get out like flint and like some twigs she picked up earlier and had stuffed in her like lab pockets.
All right. So you're building like a really small fire.
Yeah, it's not big at all because yeah.
You're not
All right, I
trying
guess
to
you
burn
can
the
do
tree
that pretty
down.
quickly. Give me the fire building skill. I think it's based on the size of the fire. It's something like obs 1 fire.
Cool.
And if you succeed, we'll use this as a link test for
might be a-
Ned's.
Yeah, it might be a bit harder than Ob 1 because she doesn't want it to get out of control and we're like in a tree.
Oh yeah, obs 2 for a smokeless fire, huh? Yeah, I think
Not
yeah.
trying to screw you over, but it does seem somewhat
Mhm.
appropriate.
Yeah, I was wrong. It's not about how big it is. It's about how useful it is. So yeah, it'll be obs 2.
Okay. That sounds cool. Let me see if there's anything I can fork because I have new skills now. No, I don't think so actually. So no modifiers. I'm not going to spend any Arthot on this. It's obstacle 2. We'll just see what happens.
Hey, there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
This is good enough.
2 for 2.
All right, so you make a little fire. It gives Ned enough light to look by and doesn't get in the way of anything.
Honestly, it might not be easy for it to get out of control because there's all this damp ash everywhere.
Yeah. You gotta constantly feed it. Like you're just feeding it twigs every so often.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Mhm.
It's not a self-sustaining fire.
No.
I mean, it could possibly become one if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, let's see if there are any traps that the old man left for us. Let's see. Maybe it should be a versus test. His trapping skill versus my observation, or it could just be an ob.
So I'm thinking about if it is actually just a difficulty of the trap. Because it says it's usually against skill test, right? Or Trapper. Huh? It's a versus against Trapper.
I think versus Trapper seems fine to me.
Alright, I guess it is against the skill of the Trapper then. But it's not really for catching small game, is it? Whatever. I don't know what else other skill he would use. Sure.
Oh, and also link test, don't I have to exceed?
Yeah, I don't get help, but I just won't take the ob from being in the dark.
Well, I do have a 6, and I have fate.
Oh, that's right. You do it to exceed.
I could potentially turn this into a.
Yeah, it's worth doing if you want to.
Sure thing. All right.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Take a little help.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So it's versus test then.
Yep. Here we go.
4 successes, but mine are counted half. So.
Yeah, he's forking. He has some forks. I'm just gonna roll it onto Trapper. It's a tie.
I'm gonna reroll my 6s.
Okay. All right, you got one.
All right.
So you see that inside, like the little slits, there are like reeds waiting to be pushed in. Not like light reeds, but like fairly heavy reeds, like you'd find on a flute. Um, Supposedly, if you knew the right ones to push, you could push your fingers up there and unlock the door, but it would be really bad, obviously, to put your hands up there. You actually might lose your fingers. You can see that most of the little slits, you can see grooves cut in the side and a glint of metal up there.
Does that
So
mean
do
that
I.
he can see the ones that are not trapped?
You can't see the ones that aren't trapped. Sorry, my throat's really bad.
That's okay. So,
You can't see the ones that aren't trapped, but you can see how they are trapped. So just think about it for a bit. Let me get some water.
Donna, I don't know what we should do. We came all the way out here, and he's just a big meanie. I was really thinking that we'd get some help here.
Donna's like, and we could go all the way back too, and that would be fine. I would like to meet grandfather of 2 people I am very interested in. So that can wait another day.
Well, what do you think, Ned?
I still think we smoked the bastard out. I told you that from the beginning. We already got a fire going.
I'm dog.
Mariposa. So in the latest episode of Welcome to Night Vale, the weather was literally a song called Mariposa. It was great.
wow. Dog
And all I
butt.
could think of was your dog.
Oh man, I haven't listened to Welcome to Night Vale in a coon's age. I should probably do that.
There are some good ones.
I used to watch I used to listen to that all the time. But
I'm
oh,
still
hey.
there.
Looks like Golden's back.
Uh-huh.
So
And Donna's like, I'm not totally against the smoke idea. I know how. Ned, if you want to do it.
Really?
Yeah, you could try smoking them out.
You're
but-
gonna condone this action, Dr. Donna?
That's a good point, actually. Because I might be like, a part of my brain might still be on Esteban, where Esteban's like totally wants to help all the time. I'm not used to having this new instinct, which is never cause pain, alarm, or discomfort. I'm gonna switch when I'm going to do them. That's actually a good point. I'm going to instead say that it would be against an oath I made to the city or to the town when I became the town's doctor. Because like I have to take a Hippocratic oath or like some world adjacent thing.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
don't
oath.
break into my house and do medicine on me. But you are allowed to break into people's house to put people who have passed out on the street in their bed.
Yeah.
That's part of the agreement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea of smoking him out. That seems like a really mean thing to do, and I'm never in favor of being mean to anybody. Maybe maybe we can just wait for him to come out, right? He's gotta come out eventually.
Donna's kind of doing like the thing with her fingers that she does sometimes.
Look.
She just like does this kind of stuff.
Here's what you don't understand. He's hunkered down. We're gonna have to leave before he does, and he's got a rabbit run entrance. He's not stuck in there. We're stuck out here. We're not waiting him out. This is his home. Don't wait someone out at their home. They wait you out at their home. Gotta smoke him out, or we gotta go through this trap. It's the only way, and the smoke is safer for all of us.
What kind of trap is that?
I don't know, but it'll chop off my fingers.
That's bad. I mean,
look, here's the thing. If we go this way, maybe I disarm the trap without losing a finger. I get in, there's a tussle. He maybe knocks me out, I maybe knock him out. Either way, someone's probably going to take some sort of grievous injury. Or we smoke him out. He gets a little dizzy, comes out running. We catch him, put a bag on his head, and then we bring him into town.
You haven't heard the stories that I've heard.
Looking at Donna, like,
You're really going to make me get out of my high heels, aren't you? Do you have any rope?
no.
I pull out rope from my adventure pack.
All right. He's on a higher level, isn't he?
I believe so.
Well, instead of smoking him out, we can probably meet him at the top. Do we have any branches on like those upper levels that would that I can throw a rope over and tie up and then pull the knot close to the branch and climb up and find my way in through an upstairs window or something?
I feel like you probably chose a tree that would be safe. But it's in a forest, and the branches kind of grow together.
Yeah.
There's definitely branches of other trees that are, crashing against the trunk of this tree.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're much weaker than you would like.
Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta try what I must.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna hop back up through the roots with the rope. Probably make a monkey's paw knot so that I can have some weight on the end of this. And I'm going to try to throw the rope up through the canopy so that I can get a good branch. And then I'm going to probably untie that knot and then start tying a rope ladder sort of thing.
I know there's a rope skill somewhere. Oh, it's just called knots, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
right.
for sailors.
There it is, knots. Do you have any knot skills on Donna?
Nope.
Alright. Go ahead and make a knots check.
What's the root of knots?
Agility or perception?
Okay.
It's going to be odds 3. And if you fail, you're going to get the rope stuck in the branches.
sounds good. Knots, no modifiers. I'm gonna spend an Arth on this actually.
Ooh, high roller.
Let's see. Oh, and that should be doubled. Yeah.
You said you spent. Oh, you spent Persona on it.
Yep. I'm gonna spend the fate on it too.
Nada.
Nope.
So yeah, the rope gets stuck in the tree. You try and pull it down, and it just makes like the branches rustle. It seems like you're not really sure how much weight it'll hold.
Mm-hmm. Donna's just like I imagine she has like the rope like looped over the branch, and it's just like kind of there.
Yeah, it's like
she just like scrutinizes the situation real hard and just second guesses herself because she's heard stories. She's had to treat people and like give people painkillers for the backs that were injured, and
I'm learning climbing. Memories. I could try to climb this. Yeah. I mean, that's Ashlyn.
You two, this is not gonna hold.
I'll give it a try.
Are you gonna literally stop her because she's gonna try?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Ashlyn, please don't. I can't recommend that.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
That's a good point. And I think Donna's just like, I have nothing against the idea of going back to my office. I would be happy to treat you all at the diner. But I will also say that having fingers cut off is going to be far harder for me to take care of than you.
I have one last idea then, you know?
Okay.
Okay, so my new plan.
I don't dislike your ideas, Ashwin. I'm just throwing this out there, but as usual, if we had just gone with my idea the first time, we would have saved a lot of time. I'm not saying that this happens a lot, but it does seem pretty frequent that we run down a whole long list of plans, and then at the end of the day, we just go with old Ned.
Okay, so I would like to pray for guidance.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Harvest Goddess, we're on our path to allow the natural order of the seasons to proceed. And it's led us here to Old Man Rollins. And I need to see what is the way that we can get to him, get his help.
Okay.
So I'm not necessarily specifically asking for the combination. I'm looking for a way that we can get him to agree to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a little bit of bad news.
What's that?
Last turn, Golden gave me the trait Skeptic, which, if I remember correctly how we decided that works, it makes the odds of your faith test higher when you're in my presence. Because I'm just like, is this Harvest Valley superstition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
which is super cool.
I don't have any Arthur to spend on this anyways. So, my base ob is going to be 6 because it's normally 5 to ask for guidance. So, the good news is I'm going to get a challenging test out of this.
You're welcome.
All right. So I guess when you fail, huh?
I just failed.
Yeah.
I want to.
Don't forget, you don't actually get that challenging test unless you succeed.
Yeah, well, I want to succeed. So I've got. I am very stubborn, and I have an aura of determination, which,
All right.
you know,
We've tried everything, and I know we can do this.
So I get to reroll. Oh gosh, but see, with this, I only get to reroll. Was
Traders,
it
yeah.
two dice? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, reroll 2d6. 5.
Oh.
All right, screw it. I'm going all in. I'm gonna spend a fate and reroll that 1-6. Or no, is it reroll 1 cheater? That's how it is.
Yeah, you're rolling 1 failure because
Okay.
it's already open-ended.
All right, well, I'm rolling 1 failure. Let's do this.
I really want you to win.
No.
Oh, so close.
All right. It's.
And if you would have succeeded if Donna wasn't so skeptical.
I would have. This is literally your fault.
It is my fault.
I really want this test to win because
I want you to win
I
too,
would
but
because
Donna's
if I succeed, it will give me it'll boost up my fate. But the best I can do is reroll 1 die by spending my other die trait, and if I fail that one, it's
Do you
gonna.
have a deed point?
No,
Ah, shoot! I thought you might have.
not anymore. I already spent it. It's...
Yeah, while you're doing this, like you're like praying and like closing your eyes and stuff, and then like the bouquet switches to Donna, and she's just like rolling her eyes and like, I think that fire is still on down there. I should probably put that out. And she's just like, you hear like leaves rustling.
It's I don't think that rerolling 1 die is gonna be worth it to invoke the Night Wolf here, because if I have to let the Night Wolf win, it's gonna be real bad. So
I think you would actually be rerolling 2 dice.
would I?
Yeah.
Let me ask you what the Night Wolf asks for if I was to reroll those 2 dice, just hypothetically speaking.
What would the Knife Wolf want?
You know, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically, what would he want? Yeah. I think the Night Wolf would want the next time you're confronted by one of his minions, you have to run away.
I was thinking that you were gonna make her like worship the Night Wolf or something the next time you ran into a minion. Praise the night.
That's an interesting complication. I'm gonna do it because, you know, let's put all of our eggs in one basket tonight.
Please. Yes!
You did it.
Yes.
All right.
So fantastic. I just became more faithful, and maybe part of that is Donna being skeptical and seeing me get something anyway.
So here's what happens.
Hold on, really? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't mean to. I was about to totally derail. So go ahead and explain the thing first.
So, Ashlyn and Donna and Ned, you all have a vision. And in this vision, you have Grandpappy Ned tied up, feet up in a tree. And he's just like, he's really mad. He's just like talking a mile a minute about what he's going to do once he gets out of this tree. And what do you ask him, Ned? In this vision.
What do I ask him in the vision? What does he ask me? I usually don't talk first.
Well, he's not really asking you anything, but he's telling you how he regrets ever having meeting your mother, and how you were always a disappointment, and you never could do anything with your life.
Wait, is this my father or my grandfather?
Oh, your grandfather. Sorry.
What in the tree is the grandfather? Okay.
This is your grandfather in the tree, not your father.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, it could be that he regrets letting his son marry your mother.
Yeah, I was just trying
that's
to.
What it is.
Yeah, I was just trying to clarify.
My bad. I got the fatherliness mixed up.
Ned just looks at him and he's just like, "Well, look at me now, old man. You're sitting out here in a tree. I own a brewery. I'm doing very well for myself."
Yeah, this tree won't hold me up here forever. As soon as I get loose, you won't have a brewery anymore.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see you come down here, old man.
And this like shakes. She's actually like shaking, and like the tree overhead like starts shaking, and this is the rope that's just like hanging in the tree. So you're like kind of worried for a minute.
No, I'm not worried. Ned just looks up at him and laughs at the old bastard.
I just imagine in like the rambling, there's like this weird mixed metaphor, like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah, you can't get very far from me, and just like rambling.
Yeah.
It's just like stuff.
You know a lot of things, don't you?
Knows how to be a right old bastard.
Couldn't you share some of that knowledge instead of just being angry all the time?
What do you think makes me so angry?
Probably that giant stick up your ass.
Knowing how stupid all of you are. That's what makes me mostly angry.
I'm not stupid. I'm just new here.
You're all stupid. Everyone that even wants to come to this terrible, terrible countryside is stupid.
You're out here.
Well, I was born here. It's my home. You all should leave.
I wasn't here when they were born, but I'm pretty sure that both Dr. Donna and Ned were born here too. Right?
Yeah, well, I was born first.
Well, I'm sure you've already got yourself some plans for making it through the endless autumn that is never going to make it to winter, so
Won't bother me. Like a squirrel. Got everything I need in my tree.
Look, old man, we played this game many times. We've done it back and forth. I know you won't do anything unless somebody makes you do it, challenges you to do it, or pays you to do it. So what's it gonna be? Am I gonna beat you until you figure out what the hell's wrong? Am I gonna pay you? Or are you gonna... let's just cut to the chase here.
Oh, you
was
have
just
to
like-
beat it out of me. There's no way I'm talking to you. Awful, ungrateful mess of a son-in-law.
All right, I've had about enough. Ned just starts walking over and tries to climb up in the tree. To
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's like got one hit. Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't expect that to work.
Oh no, that's actually a great idea. Going up there's playing his game. We'll just light the sucker on fire. He'll burn up.
On fire. Ned, are you all right?
Look, have you ever met him? He's the worst.
Like in that weird dream logic,
I still haven't met him.
Who goes next?
Weren't you saying something? You were trying to stop me.
It's just like,
I don't think
See,
she's
that's
thought that
how
far
you-
ahead.
Oh, in that case,
yeah, exactly.
Ned's pulling out his axe and he's gonna try to chop down the tree with this old man still up in it.
All right, yeah, give me a
Donna
tree cutting
panics.
check.
Can I assist with hatchet wise?
Sure.
that
You're both trying to cut down the tree together.
Sure.
Like, what do you fools think you're doing? Could burn me, you're not gonna crush me either. You know. Stop it.
All right, tree cutting. What's my ob first off?
For tree cutting. Tree cutting. This is a large tree. It's ob's 4.
All right. I'm gonna fork in tree wise. I get 1 die
Okay.
for Elsa. Can I fork in architecture for knowing the perfect place to hit the tree to knock it down?
Sure, since it's not really just a tree.
Cool, actually.
It's like a tree house.
I did not think that would actually work. Carpentry. Cutting,
Okay. Sure.
cutting wood is similar to cutting wood using an axe. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Alright. Base on 4. Boom! Whoa, that's a
Wow,
crazy-
nice.
Wow.
That's legit.
So yeah, describe. I don't actually understand what your intent with the tree coming down is. So
I want
that's
to
what
knock the old
happens.
man out. So Ned just he started climbing up to go get the old man. And he's like, you know what? Forget this. He pulls out an axe and he's like, it's like a frenzy. Never seen him chop wood like this before. He's just going to town on this. Like he's probably damaging his axe. He just doesn't even care. He's just trying to break the tree.
That's yeah.
Okay.
How's
Well,
Ashlyn
you
helping
knock him
with
out.
hatchet-wise?
I mean, probably with hatchet wise, she's probably like watching Ned do this and having no regard for his own axe, and she's the one with regard for the axe, and she's like,
You're almost you're hitting at the bad angle. You need to bring it up just a little bit.
Ned's
All right.
going to town.
He wants to be going to town efficiently. So, all right.
Yeah.
He accepts the help. I assume he doesn't really need it with some successes, but
I rolled it.
yeah. So you accepted the help.
The helping guy's in there.
All right. So yeah, the tree falls down on your grandpa, and you see like a bead of blood rolling down his forehead, but he's knocked out underneath the tree.
All right, here we go. Now we got to get a bag on his head. We got to get him back to the village, tie him down real good, and then force the info out of him.
Right, so in the dream that happens, you fast forward.
Donna
To,
runs away to her office.
Right, of course, because yeah, he needs medical attention, so she needs to be at her office.
No, or like you look around to see where Dr. Donna is, and she's just gone. It's not exactly clear whether she ran away preemptively or just video game logic spawned in her doctor's office.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're I mean, I figure in the vision then we take him to Dr. Donna's to tie him up in this case.
Is that what's going on?
I think that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because if Ned insists on taking him back to town, then I believe that Ashlyn would insist on taking him to Dr. Donna's office because
this is a dream, so it's got to be a little bit more exciting than that. I think it's like he's tied to a stake in the middle of the town square.
Okay.
And there's like a bonfire around his feet.
Yep. That makes sense.
And it's burning, and you're all poking him with the sticks, trying to make him talk.
Okay.
So, what do you want him to say?
I mean, we want him to help us. How to another way to.
So without a roll, he just says, I'm older than the roots of the trees. I'm older than the springs of the mountains. You never hurt me. The only way you're going to see spring again if you smash that damn clock. Free the town from all its laws, of its ill intent, folly.
Is that where we take our break?
That sounds like a pretty good place to take a break.
All right.
Unless anyone had anything to add right into that.
Well, I will tell you that that was information to get without a roll.
That's true. So we can make a roll when we get back.
Yeah.
If we wanted
Let's take a break.
Dig into that. All right. Let me put on the break screen, and hopefully that we will get to actually see this festival when we come back next time. I'm going to bring us on over.
It's the clock.
It's the Seasons Duck Festival, just like we expected.